Hi Tom, we're just reporting here from the Ridges Hotel in Melbourne after 10 days in Surfers Paradise. So we go into phase 2 of the tour, and it'd be good to give the guys back home an update and your views on the remainder of the tour. If you could just introduce yourself to the guys back home and go from there.
Okay, so my name's Tom Coates. I'm a hooker on the Yorkshire Terriers Tour in 2015. I'm also captain, and this is my third tour over here. I'm just going to talk first of all how the tour has gone so far. So out of the 3 games that we've played, we have won all 3 games, which is a huge success. It has really helped us in a way which has made the rest of the tour. So winning all 3 games has allowed us to enjoy our time a lot more than what it would if we lost the games, if that makes sense.
Yeah, cool. So from that first, 10 days in Surfers Paradise, after we got all the travel out of the way and we kind of settled into the resort, what was your highlights on and off the field? Okay,
so my highlights from the first week of this rugby tour have been probably the things that I've been able to do. So I mean, Australia Zoo was one of my favourite things, and going surfing down in Surfers Paradise was an experience that I would have probably not done or experienced if I had not come here. That is one of the things I also enjoyed. As well as that, on the field, you know, it's always nice to play with a new group of lads and get to know new people, play with people from different areas and different experiences, different age groups, and see how it all comes together in one go. It's a bonus when you win, and it's also a bonus to see how we progress as a group throughout the tour and throughout the games.
Cool. And obviously we had 3 games down there on the Gold Coast. What were your thoughts on the opposition in terms of the style of play, how that differs to back home, and just general thoughts on the opposition really?
Okay, so the opposition out here, it is different to England. One of the biggest things that notice as you come out here is you don't know what anybody's going to be like. There's no previous games from other clubs which you can go on, so you don't know whether that team's going to be a direct team, where their strengths, where their weaknesses are, and you have to learn that very quickly when you walk onto the pitch. A couple of the things I have noticed is that over here they seem to run the ball a lot more than what they do in England. Some of the lads who we have been playing have been quite young, so they're not necessarily as physical as what they are in the national leagues back home or as up front. But what you do notice is that they will run it from anywhere. The style they play is very individual in the sense that they don't mind backing themselves and working to score them individual tries, which in a way is a very good thing. If they were a bit more organised, I think we'd have a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And how did the heat affect you? I know the second game against West Bulldogs is obviously a really hot day, and you made some comments at half time. So how's the weather affecting the style of play? Okay,
so the heat is one of the biggest factors that affects the game for us, especially for me, being in the front row. Obviously in England you're quite used to the wet ground and the slogging it out mentality, whereas over here the weather is that hot. And like I said earlier about the fact that they'll run it from anywhere and they're not as direct, so it is a quicker game. It can really take it out of you and put pressure on you to perform, especially individual skills like line-out, throwing, kicking, making sure you execute key skills is something that really gets tested under fatigue.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and obviously we've just settled into Melbourne after making the travel across down to Victoria. How do we look around the city today? And it's a lot different to Surfers Paradise, and then we've got Hong Kong for the R&R period of the tour. What are you looking forward to for the remainder of the tour? Is it opposition, getting to see the different sites in Hong Kong? Your general thoughts on the rest of the tour.
Okay, so I mean, in terms of what's coming up, I think first and foremost is the rugby. We've got 2 games left over here, which I'd like to see us win. That is the first and foremost goal for us. But on that point, it's a new place, it's a different place. Out of all the places I've been over here, you can never compare them. There's always something that's different, which is a really nice thing. So it's just about getting out there and seeing as much as you can in the time that you've got. And all you see when you're here is a little snippet of what goes on, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is interesting, and it's great to go out and speak to the locals and speak to new people and meet other people who are in the same boat as well, who are travelling and seeing the things that we see. So yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait for the rest of the tour.
Awesome. Okay, thanks Tom. We'll catch up when we get to Hong Kong. Thanks.
Lovely, thank you.
Yeah,
It's hard, that.
it's hard, isn't it? Even just asking the